As AI systems become more useful in practical applications, they've expanded in scope, increasing the likelihood of misuse, overuse, or explicit abuse. The consequences of losing real control over AI systems grows increasingly serious as their capabilities and integration into society infrastructure grow. To reduce the reliance of AI systems on explicitly stated and often misspecified goals, new research is being done to rethink the field's theoretical underpinnings. That AI could make it simpler to create computers that can snoop and perhaps kill at scale is a particularly obvious concern. However, there are currently a lot of other significant and subtler threats. Hello my people, before we start with the episode today, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and drop a like. Many elements of our daily lives now heavily rely on virtual personal assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. The promise of artificial intelligence has drawn many to try to use it for social good, but there are also worries about its possible abuse. This is already a major factor when programmers design AI systems with specific purposes, such as self-driving cars. The so-called narrow AIs of today are incapable of acting autonomously. Their primary purpose is to make it possible for people to execute their jobs more effectively. One of the true AI pioneers and a pioneer in the subject is Dr. Stuart Russell. While these applications and predicted advancements in AI are very exciting, according to Russell, others, such as the creation of autonomous weaponry and the displacement of human and economic jobs, might cause great concern. There are still a lot of individuals that when you bring up killer robots or autonomous weaponry, all they can think of is the Terminator robot. Terminator robots are large, heavy, sluggish, vulnerable, and highly imprecise. They can fire a large number of shots without striking anyone. We're thinking of systems that weigh less than an ounce, can fly faster than a person can run, and launch in millionths of a second because the robots we're talking about, if you fire a bullet, it'll strike its target. Compared to being attacked by this kind of weapon, being attacked by a legion of Terminators is a piece of cake. The threat to the future of artificial intelligence is the general AI that is very good at performing a variety of jobs, and the computer mind that develops, learns, and thinks like a human or even surpasses human intellect. The public's perception of a hypothetical scenario in which artificial intelligence AI overtakes humans as the main form of intelligence on Earth and effectively usurps control of the planet to machines or robots has given rise to major debate. The concern stems from the likelihood that machines could grow more intelligent overall and acquire capabilities for a variety of purposes. The potential risks of building systems smarter than us are not immediate, but the need to think about how to keep those systems in check and ensure that the behaviors that drive the decisions they make the lead are beneficial to us must start doing this research now. But in the history of nuclear physics, there was a very famous occasion when the well-known nuclear physicist Ernest Rutherford said that extracting energy from atoms was impossible and always would be impossible. The next day, Leo Szilard invented the nuclear chain reaction. And in a few months, he designed the first atomic bomb. So sometimes it can happen by never and impossible in less than 24 hours. And just to give you an analogy, if someone said that in 75 years a giant asteroid was going to hit the Earth, we would say, oh, let us know. Tell me, come back in 70 years and we'll start thinking about it. I don't know how to destroy the asteroid, so we should start working on that now to make sure that when the asteroid hits, we have the technology we need to keep the human race going. So I think you can make the analogy with the possibility. Unlike the humans, many superhuman systems are incapable of understanding the consequences of their actions, so the relevant question is what level of control they are afforded, should or whether they should be allowed to act autonomously in certain situations. Major players in the technology industry are considering ways to maintain human control in light of recent cautions and researchers and business people that artificial intelligence may become too intelligent. One such strategy is the development of an AI kill switch, which would be a technology that prevents AI systems from taking control of their own destiny. Many eminent authorities in artificial intelligence have already proposed the idea of an AI kill switch. It was first brought up by artificial intelligence experts in 2013, when DeepMind Technologies showed that their computer program, AlphaGo, could defeat one of the best Go players in the world. Deep learning algorithms draw potent insights from quantities of data that are typically beyond human comprehension. However, what if machines become so intelligent that humans lose control? I believe that's a possibility in the not-too-distant future. We've already seen a lot of examples of this. The amazing thing about that is that we don't understand the signals that the brain uses to control its effectors, such as its arms and legs. And so we essentially leave it up to the brain to figure out what signals need to be sent to this robot arm in order to have it do what it does. However, with only a small amount of training, a monkey or human brain could accomplish the same thing. The brain sometimes determines what signals need to be given to this electrical system in order to instruct the robot arm to perform what it wants. So I'm not going to mention the monkey or the human because the latter doesn't understand what's happening. Common sense suggests that having creatures that are smarter than you could potentially be a concern. For example, if you were a gorilla, would you be glad that the human species developed and became more intelligent than us? Probably not very well. That particular risk of having systems that are smarter than you comes from the fact that when you give a very smart system a goal, and hopefully we give it goals, we don't let them decide what they want to do, but make them follow the goals that we give them. The difficulty is that we don't know how to specify the goals very well, and when you follow a machine much more intelligent, when you give a goal, she will achieve it. She won't want to turn it off because it can achieve the goal you set. So in essence, you're arranging a chess game between the human race and clever machines, and we know what happens when humans play chess against machines. Researchers are optimistic that humans will ultimately be in charge despite the fact that robots may not always behave ideally. Some experts believe that future intelligence machines should be coded with a kill button in order to prevent them from turning rogue, and are advocating for a worldwide effort to examine the viability of such a switch. A method for limiting machine intelligence, an artificial intelligence circuit breaker enables humans in charge to intervene and override the decision-making process. It's simple to keep an eye on, turn off, and alter weak AI systems that are already in place. You would find that switching off and charging could hinder your capacity to reach your current goals as you work through the practical issues you have in achieving your objectives. Russell posits that it could be wise to develop oracles as forerunners to superintelligent artificial intelligence if the superintelligence decided to defy shutdown and modification, since it would be intelligent enough to outwit its human operators and other attempts to shut it down. An oracle is a hypothetical artificial intelligence created to provide answers, but it's forbidden from achieving any goals or sub-goals that involve altering the world outside of its confines. The oracle can instruct humans on how to successfully create a superintelligent AI and perhaps offer solutions to challenging moral and philosophical dilemmas. The oracle may also be utilized to ascertain how human values transfer into a superintelligence engineering specification. By doing so, it would be feasible to determine in advance whether a suggested superintelligence architecture would be secure to construct. Russell has put out a creative answer to the issue of superintelligence, a new human-computer partnership. Therefore, I believe that everything positive in our lives, everything that civilization is comprised of, is a direct outcome of intellect rather than of long teeth or large, menacing claws. As a result, everything that appears to occur can be enhanced. We may refer to a golden age for humanity in which disease, poverty, and the issue of climate change are all resolved thanks to technology that is easier to use, and that will actually make us far smarter than we ever were. I'm very confident that the benefits will be excellent, so we must take steps to prevent the drawbacks from occurring. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell so you won't miss future ones.